Jennifer, yeah, I've just got back online, Jen. I had to close down another. I had to close down another thing. Maybe the others will be here soon. Here at work, Jen. Jen, do you ever like look under your patient's bed, see if they've got any wallets there or money? Not like under the mattress. When I worked for this Japanese company in London, the guy next to me he was Japanese. He used to put money he used to hide his money under the carpet in his room. I'm not kidding. And I should have gone back a long time ago and fucking took all the money that was under his fucking carpet. I should have actually fucking sued him for discrimination when they fired me. Geeks Andy. Geeks angry. Yeah, what did I say? I forgot what I said, Jen. Getting drunk. Typing in capitals. I was told by a wise man once that if you type in capital letters, you're angry. Or you just thought the recipient was a blind cunt. Settle down there, geek. Both hands on the keyboard, if you please. What if like if you had that kind of thing, for example, like George Peppard in It Takes a Thief. He used to have his hands. Do you remember see that episode where his hands behind his backs, but his hands were out front, taking all the jewels? That could be like some perverts on the internet, where the girl says, "Put both hands on the keyboard," but they're false hands. They're not real hands. So he's got two false hands on the keyboards, but underneath he's jerking himself off. Well, what about a prodder? Can't you get like a prodder geek, where you strap it around you and you go? Takes time. That's slang for dick pics. Because they were talking about a bender, a chrome bender. I'll send you some photographs of that car. Well, I must admit, geek, I did intimate before that they wouldn't see your cock because it was like it was a fraction. Someone once tried to blackmail me on the internet. And so what I did, I turned the tables on her, and I just said, "Watch out for this cunt. She's trying to trick people." So is that wind blowing from your arse, geek? It's a brown wind. Oh, geek, are you trying to say that the end of your penis is covered in nail polish? Rusty thumb. What is that? Have any of you guys ever heard of that rusty thumb? There was a big. I was in the shooters bar in the Garfield bar, and there was this big American guy, a rough-looking guy, and he told us was it a Mexican moustache or something? Gomez moustache, rusty thumb and a Gomez moustache. Rusty thumbnail. Come on, you guys. Well, some of you might have. Dirty Sanchez, that's it, yeah. That was quite a funny story. Moving on. What's Ezra doing? She's putting her cocaine bags into the typewriter. So the young guy I was talking about, he's at judo, and he's at a famous judo school near me called Taisei. He's 13, but he's 13, but he's already fucking. He's a stocky lad. They all are at Taisei. I'd rather be insomnia than insomnia. Imagine. So don't say you've been sending dick pics as well. What about a posting site where you can post pictures and everyone can go there safely? Is that a good... Yeah, I think... I'll say that again because as for sending dick pics, I've sent one or two. The Pope sent them right back. Wasn't impressed. No, but I think now, I think now that everyone has seen enough tits and pussy to like fucking last a lifetime. Okay, here's a question. Where my my wife told my daughter why she married me. What do you think she said? My daughter told me this, by the way, when she was about maybe 10 or 11, something like that. So why do you think my wife married me? What did she tell my daughter? Some English? No, it wasn't some. My wife was going to say that to my 10-year-old daughter. I've been watching. I started out watching Grey's Anatomy from the beginning. Never cried so much. Good show. Close, close. It wasn't. It wasn't either of those. What she said. That wasn't the phrase that she said. You hit the nail on the head, geek. No, I don't. I never mentioned it to the. I never mentioned it to her. I don't think I mentioned it that I'd done that. So, but when I was, yeah, we stayed together for a while, and she knew I used to run every morning before work. We worked for the same company, and I used to run every morning before work. So she knew that. Should I go to the drink counter the same time as the mum? Yeah, of course I should. Oh, gets live. She went to the toilet, fingered herself. I lent her my Uma Thurman finger. No, she's not just a MILF, you know. She has got fucking massive tits. Then again, the son might kick the shit out of me, I don't know. She turned the seats round. La la la. It wasn't her fingers, it was her thumb. In Uma Thurman's thumb, or the lesbian's thumb. You got the thumb of Uma Thurman. Did I say what a cunt that Gary Oldman was? Gary Oldman? What's his name? Gary Oldman. There's a video on YouTube of Uma Thurman talking about Gary Oldman, saying she didn't understand. It's like he put all the fault of their failed marriage on her when he was just a fucking horrible cunt. The next wife was the fucking same. And I think this is the thing with, like with famous people, especially if you're respected at the top of your job, whether it be a sportsman or an actor or a boxer, you're allowed to get away with, well, not so much boxers, because everybody hates boxers. Not me, but normal people. And you can get away with loads of stuff, like what's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was a molester and a fucking predator and grabbing fucking women on set. The funny man, what's the funny man who hanged on the door? Robin Williams. He was another fucking shagging everybody. But they keep it quiet. If they're a nice guy, they don't let it out into the public. If they're an arsehole, then they let it out into the public. Now you've got to type in Uma Thurman's thumb. Iwama choked on my cock. That's the last time I give him one of my chickens. What's wrong with shagging Gary? Who said that? No, I don't say that because people will be fucking pinning pictures of dicks on his door. Should I go around? Should I go round to his house and start pinning up fucking dick pics on his door? This could be one of those like mum and son sex videotapes. I can imagine that mummy saying, now, look, he only wants to help you with your maths and showing off with his mathematics genius just so he can finger mummy. That's how the world works. Jen, if you had a young son and I was trying to impress your son with my math... with my arithmetical skills, would you be impressed and think, that guy can finger me? Ezra, that's also open to you. Oh, there you go. So I should tell her I'm going to pipe your son too. I thought I had summed you up correctly, Jen. And don't worry, I brought a rubber to if I need to get rid of some mistakes. That is that thing with the stepson and the stepmom. That is all. That is. It's not really that. They're just actors or they're just porn stars. and they, because if you look at some of the porn on some of the sites, it says mum and mum and stepson or mum and son, but the actress in this, the porn actress in this particular video, has seen it, and she says, "You've got to fucking change that. I'm not fucking having sex with my son or my stepson." And so, if you look in that, it will say mum and not stepson, mum and not son. So the actress, for want of a better word, well, I suppose if you can act in a fucking porn film like that, you are an actress, without a doubt, without a doubt. So, and they have like complained about how they name those things. But I saw something on Facebook today or Yahoo, where they're putting all sorts from television programs. They're putting that on Pornhub. Also, I've mentioned my friend in England, Callum's Corner. Some of his videos were put on fucking Pornhub. It won't be long before some of mine are put there. That's going to cost them a few dollars. I think I think maybe sometimes cousins do, something happens between cousins, but only when they're small kids. This is the last time I spent 900 yen on a fucking bottle of vodka. So what happened there? Something happened. What I want to know is, if on Pornhub it's all free now, how the fuck do they make their money? Like, I just go there. I like going there, and my favorite person is Anna Tenji. She's a Japanese angel, and but like, it doesn't take all that long to get you sorted out, does it? Oh, maybe we're still. That's the great thing about American culture, with all the shows continually run on so many programs, that people can get jokes from fucking that were made about the 1930s and 40s. Casey Jones steaming and a rolling. Train. No, there isn't. There's no premium section now. It's all free. Oh, gotta be careful. Porn, because this is now, because Pornhub is now free, so this is my little song that I made. Porn free, and life is worth living. The task that you're giving when you're porn free. Erection, maybe you're getting one. I think that guy's mum understands too much English. How much? Oh, it could be price of those steam engines. Choo choo. Clang, clang, clang goes the engine. Woo, woo, woo goes the bell. He said, yes, you are. Okay, Jen, you've got some knowledge about medical things. Can I just ask, when they said he's bipolar people, is it really a disease or a problem, or are they just fucking cunts? Yeah. Hey, fucking hell, you should come to Japan, mate, because especially on the weekends, any particular part of the railroad track, they're just fucking. Yeah, it is mainly young men, not young men and middle-aged men, no men. They're taking photographs of trains, and even now, and I used to take my kids to watch the trains because we're very close to them, and that's in a distance sense, not in like an emotional sense, and. Young kids from very, very young, from like 6 months, 1 year old, they like watching trains. Monster, you can't say that monster. You're just thinking of Scotland. Yanmar, do Yanmars have something to do with trains? I didn't know that. I've got some Yanmar things. No, I'm just saying it's just cunts trying to make excuses. Pen, have you been lurking, mate? The only bipolar person that I knew was my cousin, and I'd like to describe her as a cunt. But having said that, like Dad was a bit strange, and maybe her uncle was a bit strange, so it came from that side of the family. There was no, there was no understanding that they were cunts. Because my family, from my patriarchal line, we tried to see ourselves. Am I fucking bipolar? Is that what you're saying, you cunt? Am I bipolar? I don't know. I'm just getting crazy in my old age. Still crazy after all these beers. That would be quite interesting because there's a Yanmar place near my place. I always thought of a joke, if you put an M in front of Yanmar, it's Myanmar, the country. And how many people knew that that woman that married a fucking Oxford graduate who then died and had two half kids, she was also a racist cunt? Do you think people that like supported her, they knew she was a racist cunt? The Oxford educated, prison kept person in her house, and when she got into power, the first thing she did was be a fucking racist, a bipolar racist cunt. Tom, don't you fucking start. Cursed. Right. So I've been doing some things about Joe, because in England you say Odin, but in Japan, if you say Obin in Japanese, that means a big beer, 633 centiliters. That's Obin. And I've been thinking of Osama bin Laden. There's lots of jokes you can use using bin. Viva the bipolar revolution. There you go. If I was in an izakaya now, I could order one. Shall I order Obin? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to order Obin. So when the waitress comes, not in my face, Obin kudasai. Obin, beer. Obin, Okino bin. Bin, beer. Bin beer. Aru? Damn it, cancel. Yeah. So, so I got. So what? She said she had an old bin. I don't believe they got an old bin. It's just like draft beer. I should check it out though. I'm sure they don't have old bin at this particular thing. Okinawa, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of 1,500. Fuck man, is that a bottle? Take that on the bin. There you go. You're not racists. Okay, Pen, I've got a question for you, pal. To me, racism is a very natural thing. I've been here like nearly 30 years, and I have been insulted by people of all classes, all shapes, all remuneration content, everyone, male, female, gay, try that again, everyone, they've all insulted me, and this is like a homogeneous country, so it is quite natural. And I believe that people that have been to university and they've been told at university that it's not a natural thing to be racist, and so they try not to be racist, but when it boils down to it, they don't. It's as simple as that. People stick with each other. People stick what they're comfortable with. Because if you get one black guy with 10 white guys, he doesn't feel comfortable. If you get one guy with 10 black guys, doesn't feel comfortable unless they're fucking sycophants. You don't feel easy. You get 10 men, one woman, she doesn't feel comfortable. Get 10 women, one man, he doesn't feel comfortable. It's a numbers game. Racism is natural. Nothing wrong with it. When some white women go to the Caribbean, they've met a black guy in the British Isles, they go to Caribbean, It's not good news. They'll kill them. They will kill those women, or they'll beat them, or they'll make them comfortable. Why is this white woman taking one of? Tommy, you've been fucking drinking again, you Swedish cunt. Jenny, did I ever tell you about my when I come back to London story? Tom, are you fucking alright, mate? Take a fucking chop off. Like, this is when it goes off like this. The thing is, what happens is there's a time limit. There's a time limit on most of the free Wi-Fi in Japan, and so it's sometimes, and then it gives you an option to re-sign in and to re-sign the protocol to get back into the system. But that option doesn't always appear, and so you've got to fuck about. When it doesn't appear, you can't fucking do anything. And I do apologise for this, but because I do like talking to you people, so it's very, very frustrating. As I get angry really fucking easy, you don't know what it's like for me. So it's people in the restaurant are going, "Who is that cunt?" But that is very normal. It's the same thing with it, and we do pick on people, without a doubt. I don't one wise boy. I don't know. Oh, you're not fucking. It's not fucking JP, is it? You fucking knobhead. Can someone click on one wise boy's fucking? Can you click on one wise boy's? And I'm just betting that it'll come up. This channel has no content because he's a cunt. Okay, it's a challenge. The mum and the son, they're in for the fucking. The mum is quite attractive, actually. They're trying to eat with their face masks on. Yes, yeah. Oh, sorry, Ben. It's there is a. There is a system here where you, and I keep on looking at it. I'm not sure if it's going to be any fucking better, to tell you the truth. I can't imagine them having a different Wi-Fi system. It's here and there, so I don't know where it is. I'm back, Tom. Tom, are you all right, pal? You all right in the fucking head or what? Have you been drinking? You know when they say he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why has it got to be like two? Is that a vector? The wrong place at the wrong time. But they say it's